Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Police arrest a goat thief. Capleton Mourns his longtime management, Claudette Kemp. Rev Moore's death has been ruled a strangulation. But ladies and gentlemen, first we're going to be talking about a JDF police that has been shot and killed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a breaking news. Say hi to your friend.
We're watching Different TV!
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Deep Roots TV. I'm Rastafari Soldier. If it's your first time tuning in, I'm asking you to hit that red subscribe button. A Jamaican Defense Force soldier was shot and killed by a gunman along Millsborough Avenue in Barbican, St. Andrew, about 5 a.m. this morning. Deep Roots TV understand that the soldier was on his way home when he saw a group of men attempting to steal a motor car. As he drove towards the gunmen, they opened fire at his vehicle. The now deceased soldier was hit several times. The crime scene is now swarmed with investigators from the St. Andrew Central Police Department. Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is now being processed, and we are wishing the best to the JDF and sending condolences to the officer, the soldier that was taken out by a gunman. It's a trying time now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as I said in further news, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that some boy can't learn. It appears when man a try do them thing, it appears that some boy a try stop your thing. Now police arrest some goat thief, ladies and gentlemen, and it sounds like the goat thief is well known. Members of the Jamaican Constable Force apprehended a goat thief as they were in act of stealing 2 goats. The suspect were shown on a video shared online with officers on the scene. One of the policemen kept a firm hand on the thief, who were in handcuffs. Now, as the next officer revealed 2 goats inside of the car trunk, the video was captured by one of several onlookers who could be heard speaking in the background. According to the bystanders, one of the thieves, who they identify as Gashir, has stolen goats before. Are you Gashir? Big old Gashir, a thief goat to blood. You know the rest. Long time. Sinting, but him just get catch. The man recording the incident said, now I think I have a video of the incident, but me I tell you, say, a long time them boy a thief off me goat down a country here. I'm glad the fine Jamaican Constable Force is doing a marvelous job. Thank you very much, officer. Now let me look in here, sir. Yes, me have a video, cause Gashir get catch on video. And it seems like somebody know, and I want everybody to hear. Me want to know to hear what a go on, what a go on.
Me good deal like this. Me good deal like this, eh? What a man, them man. Only me could see what go on in there. Eh.
See it there.
Go there. Watch out. You? Really? Really? You? Yeah, man. Gashir, you Gashir. I'm glad.
Put them in the officer. No partiality for him.
gas share the thief go to blood clot. Long time since, but he just get caught.
Long time Gashira Tech we goat. Long time Gashira Tech we goat. So that's why me a show on the say, all I know when I like the police, don't like the JCF, I fire me a fire bun, Cause if I never for the JCF, the owner of the goat wouldn't get him goat back. Gashir would have probably sell it back to the same man where him take it from. I saw them people here call and have a sleight of hand. Now, in further news, ladies and gentlemen, Capleton is now mourning his, long time manager. And this is heartfelt because, say Capleton, I'm a fire daddy. As Capleton mourns the death of his long-time manager, Claudette Kemp, the dancehall and reggae industry mourns along. Claudette Kemp, the longtime manager of reggae dancehall star Capleton, died at 1 p.m. yesterday after a prolonged battle with kidney ailments. One of the few female managers in the music business, Kemp had managed the fireman entertainer for more than 22 years. She had been fighting kidney problems for at least the couple of years. Today is a really sad day for the music fraternity, a source told Deep Roots TV. In an Instagram post yesterday, Capleton, one of dancehall's most flamboyant figure, paid tribute to Kemp, describing her as his second mother, a great friend, and one of the best manager. I knew Miss Kemp for 30 years, and we initially signed a one-year management agreement June 2002. She was very intelligent, supportive, loyal with a 43-year music career, managed me for 21 years. We were very close, and people called me her son. There are few female managers in the music industry, but Miss Kemp was loved, highly respected by the Rasta community, music producer, promoters, media, and fans worldwide, Capleton wrote. Miss Kemp operated my annual charity show, St. Mary me come from, and was also supportive to my family and friends too, no matter if it was a business or a personal issue such as loss of my mother in 2022. I could always rely on Miss Kemp to help me. She was always there during my trials and triumphs, and I will forever be grateful, he continued. Condolences to her family, and give thanks for all your thoughts and prayers. God bless. Now, Cable Stevenson, an artist manager of Drop Lion, said that Miss Kemp's death was a serious blow to the music industry because of her visionary and leadership. Miss Kemp will be sorely missed. I know she loved Capleton endlessly. He has a lot of respect for her, and I know he is burdened right now by this loss of Miss Kemp. He called her mom, and she treated him like a son. She was a visionary in the music business. She was easy to speak to, very accommodating. You could sit and could have discussions with her. She was a classy woman, Stevenson told Deep Roots TV. 3 years ago, Capleton mourned the loss of his mother, Mabel Downer Forbes, affectionately known as Mama Liv, who passed away on May 28 at the age of 73 years old in St. Anne's at their home. Kemp, in an interview with the Jamaican Observer, had said that Capleton first approached her to be his manager in 1994, but she declined. She had a change of heart when he came calling again a few years later. She watched him mature and grew as an artist. And as a professional, Kemp, a successful insurance agent, first entered the music business as a producer. She produced a song for an artist dubbed Pumpin' for a popular song contest in 1980. She later managed Beres Hammond for 11 years before assuming the reins for Capleton. She was given the Queen of Reggae Island Harmony Award for her contribution to music in 2019. Mrs. Kemp, may your soul rest in peace. And thank you very much for managing, one of dancehall greatest, one of reggae greatest. And Claudette Kemp, your work has not been missed because, your son Capleton miss you, and the whole reggae and dancehall industry mourns your death. So we are saying R.I.P. to Miss Kemp because, she deserved this respect. Ladies and gentlemen, Capleton long-time manager of 22 years, Claudette Kemp, has passed, ladies and gentlemen, of kidney failure. Now, Rev Orville Moore, his death has been identified as death by strangulation. So the police them no want come out and say, a murder, him get murder. So let me take it a little further. The corrections officer, right? Reverend Orville Moore. Me I tell you here at Deep Roads TV, say the police them a try hide it because them embarrassed. Say the acting deputy commissioner of corrections and a reverend in a church in my parish, St. Elizabeth, was found Monday, and me I tell you, say, them a say, him autopsy come back and say he died from strangulation. This is Deputy Commissioner in charge of security. Them say him name Fitz Bailey, and he's got a portfolio. He says that a post-mortem examination has been conducted on the body of the acting Deputy Commissioner of Corrections, Reverend Orville Moore, Monday, and it has been indicated that his cause of death is from strangulation. Now, from me sight, how the man car drop, I told you, I take away the man. Now, the top policeman here, Fitz Bailey, Commissioner Fitz Bailey, is saying that he has no evidence and no sign of foul play. None. And he have no evidence that there has been a third party involved. None. A matter of fact, me I gonna make you hear him for yourself.
It is my understanding that the postmortem for the late Reverend Orville Moore was done today, and the cause of death was determined to be strangulation.
And me hope a coy, ma play coy.
It's not really surprising because we had that suspicion. So far we have no evidence or any suspicion based on our investigation that a third party was traveling with him. But the investigation is open, and we're appealing to the public if they have any information to call our
I mean, like how this man just succumb.
811 Crime Stop at 311.
I mean, you have the murder
police emergency
of a reverend on your hand.
But we continue to do lines of
and
inquiries.
not just a reverend.
We have been able to, based on
Are the acting deputy
we
commissioner
have
of
seen sight
correction?
of the Reverend.
Him
at
calm no
different
Rastafari.
points of the journey. And we have not seen where there was a third party or a second person in the vehicle with him.
Now, as you hear from this deputy commissioner, Fitzbailey, right? It sounds like either them a player coy or them really don't have no lead. Big reverend left him yard, or him relative yards them say. Because me don't understand how this happened so. Them says that Reverend Orville Moore left relatives' home. Reports indicate that he left a home of his relatives on Malines Road in a St. Andrew. And after his body was found, it is theorized that, you know, he had been heading to St. Elizabeth because I don't St. Elizabeth him preach. So, me don't understand how him would crash and at that spot, because everybody will go to St. Elizabeth, no say right there so, a spur tree. But they're theorizing that he was heading to St. Elizabeth where he is the head of a church. Initially, it was believed that he died from a motor vehicle crash. But because the man the man tie up in a one tree with some wire people. You hear me? So it's obvious. Say, somebody put him there. Somebody put him there. First they said they initially believed that he died from the motor vehicle crash. But the latest information put that theory to heavy question. That means it not work out like that. It look like Jamaica have some serial like that. Me I tell you no. Because if this is the top man for corrections, the acting deputy commissioner of corrections, and he's a reverend, and all him do is him go check some of my family on Malines Road, and by the time if he reach a St. Elizabeth, when his wife there, then take him away and string him up like a jankro. Listen, they said that Bailey indicated that so far, investigations have no evidence of foul play involving with Moore's death. How you cannot have no suspicion of foul play? That's why I say I hope them just play it down. They man out time vehicle and get tied up by wire pantry. And you tell me say there's no foul play. So I him go tie up himself. Although Fitzbailey says that the investigation is ongoing, it continues. He's urging and asking the public for assistance as usual. Unbelievable. Now, another story that I find chilling to I man heart now, as the police has revisited the location where they find the body of 8-year-old Danielle Rowe. It's just a shocking situation that Miguel there, Pitney get take away, and nobody don't see nothing. What is going on in a Jamaica? Me tell you no say some serial there Jamaica. And when I man say cereal, you know say, me not talk about no cornflakes. Me not talk about no Cheerios. You hear what me I tell you? I know that me I talk about. Now, high officials has returned to the location of investigation today to the scene of Roosevelt Avenue in St. Andrew, where they said they found the injured 8-year-old Danielle Rowe. So she was left there Thursday. They found her there with her throat slashed. She then died 2 days later. As they search for additional clues at the location, Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge, Bailey, appealed to motorists who may have been in the area on June 8 between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. to check their dash cam for footage of any sightings of a woman walking with a young child, Danielle Rowe. The woman was seen on closed-circuit television footage with Danielle in the area where the child was found. Now, the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Bailey, said that the woman who the police this week identified as a person of interest and released the image of her. Let me make you say the image, because me can't believe these things are going on in my fine island, in Jamaica. And me don't know if it's a woman this or if it's a man for tell you the truth, my family. I don't know if it's a woman or it's a man. So just keep your eye peeled. I'm saying the woman is of brown complexion, slim built, about 178 centimeters. That means about 5'10". That's a tall woman. That's why I think. See how I'm bleacher, these guys. It appears that she's in her early 30s. Danielle was abducted on June 8th from the Brighton Primary and Infant School in Portmore, St. Catherine, and was found by a member of the Jamaican Defense Force on Roosevelt Avenue. Her throat has been slashed. She was then taken to the hospital where she succumbed to her wounds June 10th. Now, there have been scanty protests. There have been scanty turnouts. Mr. Angel and, dancehall queen out there, Carlene, Tanya Stevens, Mrs. Some write up in the newspaper, but it's appalling and shameful that when a child is massacred in the streets of Jamaica, we don't turn out, but make it one of them, I want pretty girl from social media. We out there in a ball. An 8-year-old abducted, taken from a safe place of a school, and nobody see nothing, heard nothing. Then how did this person get to this child? Was this child leaving the school? Was the child at the school? Did this person sign out this child? Do the child know this person? Are them kind of question you me want to ask. What is really going on? How come we're not hearing from the parents? What go on, what a go on? Who the parent them are war with? Who the father are war with? Who the mother are war with? Those are the questions them woman want to ask people, because it is just appalling, shocking, terrible. So ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. These are a few of the topics, of the stories that's running right now. I'm going to read some more news stories, but let me just take a look at break. And big up on yourself. You auntie, big up my family them. All over Lacovia, St. Elizabeth. Yeah. And we are talking about Cornwall, District Cornwall, P.O., Carisbrook and them place there. Magati, Mountainside. Yeah, it's Rastafari soldier. Yeah, we don't take no bribe. It's appalling what has been going on. Simple. Police arrest go Thieves. Capleton Mourns is Jaja no long-time manager, and the Reverend gets string up. Cop released the picture and the image, of the people that they suspect in the abduction and the murder of 8-year-old Danielle Rowe. It's just a shame. Reverend get take away, Capleton Mourns, police arrest the goat thief. We don't know what else we are going to see in the street. Subscribe,
Make a day like
share,
this.
and leave your comment. We have more
Make a day
news
like
for
this,
you.
eh?
More
But
fire
come on,
from
man.
Bagawaya. Yeah.
Fire, 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 fire,